Well, hello, hello. Welcome back to Neptuna Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. Thank you for returning, and we are going to be doing our reading for tomorrow. Let's see, it is Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021. We are in the home stretch of February in Pisces season, and today I did something a little bit different. I wanted to pull out my White Light Oracle, and my secret language of light Oracle decks. And in doing so, I did ask for our spirit archangels, higher self committee, ascended masters, etc., spirit guides to please send us the message for tomorrow. And boy, did they deliver. We have an exciting message for tomorrow. It is, it's huge. So we've got some oracle cards, and I went ahead and used my Ethereal Visions tarot deck by Matt Hughes, just because I thought it might all sort of blend together well, and that it did. So, without further ado, this is a big message. We've got a lot of major arcana here. High Priestess, we've got the Tower and the Emperor, Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Moon, the Empress, Page of Swords, and the Ace of Swords. Big message for a Tuesday. So, the High Priestess into the Tower. I mean, we've just got a big... High Priestess is really just a call for us to sort of go in. We've got to go in and tap into our internal guidance. There's just a big shift, I feel like, that's underway, probably for a lot of people. I think everybody everywhere is sort of feeling like there's just something bubbling up, and the High Priestess would definitely have us getting quiet and introspective to be able to hear or to discern what that is going to mean for you individually. A High Priestess can also be things that, maybe are from the outside, they're sort of hidden from us. But I don't feel like they're going to be hidden for terribly long, because with the Tower, this usually indicates that there is something that is probably shocking, probably something sudden. It's usually indicates some type of a loss. I mean, it doesn't have to be a loss, and it doesn't have to be sudden, but that really is generally what that card indicates when it comes out. And I feel like that there's probably something, if we wait, if it hasn't sort of presented itself already, I think it's probably coming, and I think it's probably going to be a little unsettling when it happens. It's usually something that's not really expected. We think something's going to go a certain kind of way, and then it just sort of plays out in ways that were really quite unexpected. And a lot of times it's very like unbalanced. It kind of throws you off your center. And so, the High Priestess is kind of begging us at this point, I feel like, to sort of center ourselves. You may want to be prepared for something rather unexpected to kind of go down. And then, so the third major in this row is the Emperor. And, the Emperor is like a very divine masculine. This is that energy of us sort of being like in control, right, of our surroundings and how we project out into the world. I mean, the emperor is the boss. He's the boss man. And I feel like this tower is quite possibly telling this emperor, like, maybe it's time to kind of step back. Maybe what we thought our direction in the world was going to be, or the direction we were heading, we thought maybe we had a plan, or we thought we had a way of being, maybe a role that we sort of play in our lives. And maybe the tower is letting us know that maybe these things are going to kind of fall apart to make way for something different. Because here we see in the Five of Swords, and the five's been coming out a lot the past week. This is conflict, mental conflict. And in this particular depiction of the Five of Swords, we kind of have a guy sitting down the rocks here with the swords down, having a good think about, now what is he going to do? Because I don't think he was expecting things to go like this at all. And look in the background. I mean, there's some gentlemen over there and somebody got hurt. And this guy probably won the fight, but he doesn't look like he's very happy now. And I don't know if being the winner and being the tough guy is really paying off at this point. Because we do see in the Two of Pentacles, yes, it can often mean, balancing, right? You're balancing the yin and the yang. But I feel like all of the energy leading up to this is kind of showing us that I think there was a little too much yang energy. I think there's a little too much masculine energy. And I think that when we get down here into the bottom row, that becomes fairly evident, because here we have the moon with the Empress. Empress is the divine feminine. And here we see her right in between the Tower and the Emperor. And I feel like the message is letting us know that, hey, it's time to take a step back, and it's time to figure out what our role is, tied in with creating. So the receptive feminine energies, I feel like, is what we're being called to look in with. And so maybe instead of being the boss man, the one in charge who is sort of shifting our weight around and making all the decisions and sort of laying out our plans and like how we think things are going to be, and getting into fights and conflicts with others when things don't go our way. I think this is kind of like a do-over energy, like, hey, maybe now what we're being asked to do is to sort of balance the scales, right? And we want to kind of check in with the moon, because sometimes there's a lot of illusion with the masculine energy and pushing forward. And now is not a time to be pushing forward. Now is a time to be open and receiving from our inner guidance, from our spirit self. The high priestess wants to come in, and to balance that yin, um, empress energy, that creative mother, that nurturer, uh, that that divine mother. Um, and I think that this is about not so much how we can go out in the world to be mothers and nurturers and creators, but divine mother, nurturer, creators of ourselves. Where have we been neglecting our own care? Where have we been avoiding filling ourselves up um, with that care and that love and that feminine way of being? Um, the Page of Swords would be here to say, this is what is on offer right now to be learned. And I think that the universe is going to make it abundantly clear to us that the way that we've been doing things, it's not working. Maybe now we're finding our relationships with others under a certain kind of strain. If you are finding your personal relations to be fraught with conflict, and perhaps you feel pulled to have a more nurturing quality to those relationships. I mean, this could be family members, this could be partners, children, certainly, friends, coworkers. I mean, really think about how your relations with others are going right now. Where can you make the difference to improve the quality of those relations? Where can you let go of the need to have things always be your way? And also, I would ask, if there's a relationship that you would like to have or would like to improve, are you waiting for somebody else to change, or are you willing to be the one to make the change? I feel like these are some of the matters that are up for renegotiation right now. And so, yeah, I'm going to actually have to go into the book to read this. This White Light Oracle is pretty heavy stuff, but it's got some really good content, and so I'm actually going to read it. This is Shekinah, number 6. And so let me see if I can find her here. The spiritual worlds want to help you resolve your worldly concerns. It's safe for you to rely on spirit as a loving, protective, helpful, and practical presence able to positively affect all areas of your life, including facilitating the resolution of physical problems. Let me go into this other page here. It says, in the esoteric Jewish tradition of Kabbalah, Shekinah is the sacred feminine, The capacity for an experience of spirit entering the soul of a human being. When a soul is approaching the sacred experience of Shekinah, the ego has given way to some degree. There is enough inner space and heart willingness to surrender and receive so that spirit can infuse the soul. The soul becomes more luminous with white light. We resonate more with spirit than with ego. We feel like our true selves. Our practices resonate with our hearts, increasing our awareness, love, presence, patience, commitment, and peace. Our spiritual practices are our life raft when the oceans of life become wild, and our magic carpet when we feel stuck and need inspiration and freedom. Our practices increase our compassion for ourselves and others. When Shekinah is in your reading, you have both permission and encouragement from Spirit to embrace spiritual practices that resonate with your heart and commit to them, especially when you think you don't need them or they don't seem to be doing anything for you. Those are the times you need the most. So, pretty powerful message there. And then I pulled Ask Your Soul, Transformation, and Manifestation. And again, I will simply briefly reference Ask Your Soul in this book, because again, these are kind of big, these are kind of big cards. But it says, something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field of vibrational reality. It begins to grow and move towards you. Asking is the first step. But then comes transformation. And so first we ask, and then we transform, which also I take to mean then you have to let go of something that's no longer serving you, right? In order to make room for the new, we have to let go of the old. And in doing so, it comes out into manifestation, into reality. And so interesting that those were the three cards that popped out of this deck. Fascinating reading. Huge reading. I don't know if there will be a follow-up to this reading or not, but certainly much too big for a Tuesday. So, yeah, I'm going to just leave this here. I hope that somebody found this to be intriguing and or helpful. And I highly recommend this White Light Oracle. It's been an incredible study so far, and I'm looking forward to using it more in the future. So that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you again next time. Bye.